Well, the latest from the Supreme Court hearing on sedition. Remember, this comes the day after the centre said that they would have a relook on the basis of what the Prime Minister had stated on the sedition law, the very controversial sedition law. The Supreme Court has today asked the government to reply by tomorrow on whether the sedition law can be paused and people charged under it can be protected while the colonial-era law is being reviewed. A day after, the government sought more time to respond to petitions challenging the law, saying that it had decided to review it. The Supreme Court expressed concern about those already facing sedition charges, essentially those individuals who were deemed by the government in working against the interests of the nation, of the country, of our sovereignty, of our territory, have been often been charged with sedition. This includes people who dissent, journalists. Often there is a coordinated strategy from various parts of the country in different courts. Those who say that the sedition law needs to be changed point out that the prosecution rate of sedition in this country is abysmally low, and that it is used as a political tool to target those who want to speak out against the government or authorities, and it comes in the way of the freedom of speech, the freedom of the media, certainly. So that's what the court is looking at. The centre says that they're going to change it. The question is, when will that take place? That's what the Supreme Court wants to know.
In a significant development on pleas challenging the sedition law, today the Supreme Court has asked the centre to reply by tomorrow on whether all pending as well as future cases of sedition can be put on hold till the central government finishes its re-examination exercise. In fact, during the hearing, the Supreme Court even asked the centre to consider putting all of these cases on hold. The Chief Justice of India said it needs to protect the interests of the people who are already facing sedition charges in existing cases, as well as those who may face such cases in the future. The Supreme Court hearing will take place tomorrow, where the centre will be coming back with a response. But as far as today's hearing is concerned, the CJI also expressed concern about incidents of misuse of the law. It mentioned how in an earlier hearing, Attorney General K.K. Venugopal had also mentioned how in Maharashtra a couple was booked for sedition just for reciting the Hanuman Chalisa. But the central government, to all of these remarks, still remained very defensive of the sedition law. It said that cases of misuse get addressed on a case-to-case basis. Whenever misuse happens, the law intervenes and the misuse of the law is prevented. As far as sedition FIRs are concerned, those are filed by the states and they are not filed by the centre. If petitioners' arguments are concerned, which were represented by Advocate Kapil Sibal as well as Advocate Gopal Shankar Narayanan, they said that this had become a pattern with the central government, where they keep stalling all the legal cases when it comes to crucial issues by saying whether committees are being formed or re-examination is being done. That is become their pattern. It also added that in cases of sedition, people are being jailed on a daily basis, and if the centre wants to re-examine all of this, then till then all of these cases should be put on hold. Justice Hema Kohli as well as Justice Suryakant, who were also on the bench, they also asked the centre to ask the states to give them a directive that no more cases should be filed, because they said that, as the centre points out, these FIRs are filed by the states, and while there may be past judgments about sedition which says that there are certain categories that are excluded from sedition charges, it is the local police on the ground who files these cases, and they will need a directive in order to stop filing such cases. All eyes now on the central government when it comes back to court tomorrow with its response. In New Delhi, this is Sukirti Dwivedi for NDTV.